On this week's episode of Grab a Gear, here's what's coming up.
Watching Grab a Gear. I'm Jared.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Colin.
On this week's episode, we're going to be racing all three Buicks against each other.
And we'll see who destroys their car first. Let's see what goes on.
Alright, here we go, heading out to the track. Figured we would just have some fun on our way out there.
Just try passing, playing around, maybe some playful nudging here and there, just trying to have some fun on the way out.
Yeah, trying not to damage our cars too much before we actually get out there.
As you can see, there's a few scuffs and scrapes on them, but that's just, just having fun,
Yeah. Here we go. Dan's trying to pass me, but once again, my amazing driving skills don't allow him to.
Yeah, I was calling out front, holding all of us back here.
Oh, and there he goes. He's making a pass for it.
Not too bad.
Alright, there we go with the track time, starting out on the pavement. It did great again with a super awesome acceleration on the track. We're going with top speed right now, so it's definitely there already. I think I'm about to get hard on the brakes right here. Yep, you can see the nose dive down. It really seems like I maybe braked a little bit too hard, but the front end I think actually came up off of the ground there anyway. It was definitely a bumpy ride throughout, and it was really hard. It was fishtailing quite a bit over here on most of these turns. It's pretty deep two-track right here. I think I came down and smashed the pan a few times. Getting hard on it right here, trying to stay out of the ruts, and then coming up to the hard turn. It's definitely tricky because it's a blind turn right here. You really just got to go with your gut and keep on through the throttle. I feel like the handling on this thing was just not great. It definitely has not had new suspension in 100,000 miles, and I didn't do it any favors right there either. So, yeah, it definitely was a good time. No, it didn't do any favors there either. I think maybe it would have been a better idea to just go through the desert at some point, and just never did. Flying over the finish line here shortly, and it was definitely a flight. I think I was going about 75 miles an hour by the time I got there. You can see it coming up. Still going. So, okay, maybe it didn't accelerate as fast as I thought, but it's definitely wide open right here.
Alright, here we go on the main road, heading towards our dirt track. Massive acceleration, as you can tell. I did not let up one bit whole way. I found out earlier I didn't have analog brakes, so I really had to be careful when I came up to the turn. Got up to about 74, 75 miles an hour on this one. You'll be able to see the 11s approaching. Those were the amazing brakes that I had, and tires, which I don't have anymore. Hard on the brakes, made the turn. Feel like I could have gone a little quicker, but trust me when I say we were hauling butt on this. Coming up on this part's pretty rough right here. It doesn't look like it, but it was pretty rough. Suspension in this vehicle is amazing. Yes, let's go with amazing. Real rough right here. Definitely you can tell. All the way floored right here. Giving it all she's got. And then hard on the brakes coming up. Hard on the brakes, slid out a little bit. Floored it. Come up on the 90. Came around the turn and then floored it again. Really working the suspension right here. You can tell with that 2001 suspension, top notch for rally racing. Full sending it right here. You can tell with the row right there. That was, doesn't look like it, but it was about a 10-foot lateral jump. Off the road a little here. And again, it was about a 10-foot lateral there. I think I'm doing about 35, 40 miles an hour right here. Coming up hard on the brakes, really bumpy. Coming up on the last turn, and then the straightaway. Real bumpy right here. A little off the road, that's how bad it was. Locked it up. And then it was just completely open right here. Didn't let off at all. Approaching the finish line. Coming in as hard as I can. I think I got it up to about 72, 73 miles an hour. There's the finish line.
Hello, this is Dan, and here begins my run. As you can see, the transmission isn't the greatest. Definitely had some slippage there, but compared to my competitors, I'm the only one with a camera that wasn't working for any of the other views. That's why you get to see this. But here you'll see me really approaching the turnoff way too early and slowing down and backing out of it. But a lot of that had to do with me actually using the shift column the way it's supposed to be, as in 1 and 2. No traction control, which I'm not sure if that really helps since there's not a lot of power to control on these cars. But as you can see, as I'm approaching most of these turns in the dirt, my suspension definitely works a little bit nicer than the other Buicks. It's not phenomenal by any means, but definitely smooths out a little bit just a little more. But hopefully you can hear everything the way it's running around. Definitely just does a little bit better than the other cars. Try to charge too hard, but just trying to stay pretty much forward as you're going around a lot of this stuff, which doesn't really matter, but it's just not a lot of bottom end on anything to move around. Here we go, and like trying not to back out of it. If you approach some of these bumps, you'll see you catch a little bit of air there. And the next one will have a little bit more to it too. And here we go. Ooh, that felt just amazing. Felt amazing. Pretty sure my helmet bumped off the paint pillar on that one. I'm going to overrun one of these corners here pretty soon, not getting out of it the way I should, but that's what makes this fun out in the desert. And there we go. And here we go towards the finish line, just kind of hammering away on this car. I think we're approaching lightning speed of maybe 50, 60 miles an hour. But not too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Well, after day one, you can see a little bit of damage, but it looks pretty good. So we haven't done too much to it, and that's what I like. Well, this is why we can't have nice things on Grab a Gear. Oh, that's the nice side. Still recording? Well, we've been out here all day having fun, and as you can see, the car's not in the pristine condition it once was. The interior is still pretty nice, but the windows don't roll down. And that's why it's not. As you can see, my car is still in the grass right now. It is in mint condition, no worse than wear. Amazing.
thanks for watching Grab a Gear, and yeah,
See you next time.
see you next time. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe for all of our videos. And remember, they get better as we go. See you next week.